What would you do if you were owed $31,000 and the person that you were trying to get paid was behind bars? And I've seen this with surplus funds deals, and I've also seen it with real estate transactions. So there was a total of $62,000, and we had the ex-wife sign, and we were trying to get a hold of her ex-husband to put this whole claim in, and the bank was wanting to send this to an interpleader. The bank knows that once it goes to an interpleader, it's out of their hands. They distribute the funds, they get eaten up, and there's a ton of legal costs. Already when you're working at mortgage overage, there's so many legal costs that should not be happening that happen to get out there. It's highway robbery. I'm talking like usually about $15,000. So if you're ever working mortgage overages, allow a $15,000 cushion. So if it's $20,000, count on there being $5. In fact, I don't even go out over any funds that are less than $30,000 because it's just not worth it. But this was $62,000 that we had figured was out there, and we were correct in our estimate. And she went ahead and signed, but we were trying to get him to sign also, and we needed both signatures according to the bank to get this. And they played politics. They even sent out a W-2 at the last minute to try to hold everything up from paying us out. When you submit paperwork to a bank, they will go ahead and they send it to their attorneys, and they don't say, okay, let's pay these guys out. They say, how can we not pay these clients out, or how can we not pay them? So when they're looking at me, they're saying, how can we not pay David on this particular case? So what we did is we went ahead and let the bank know that we were working on it. We went ahead and we got in touch with the jail, and we got in touch with the guy, and he's like, oh wow, I'll sign, absolutely. So it was great, slam done. However, there were two people, very common last name, two guys in jail with the same name. It was something like Mike and Michael, and the first one we had gotten a hold of was Mike, same last name, and the second one was Michael, and I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. So we actually then tried to get a hold of the correct person, and he totally ignores me. I'm calling the jail. They're like, we don't allow visitors. I send mail in the jail. They send it back. I have to do it a certain way. I finally call the jail, and I say, I speak to one of the wardens, and I'm talking to her. I'm like, hey, ma'am, we need to get this. Here's what's going on, and these funds are going to get eaten up. And she goes, I have no one in this name. He had been released the day before. What we ended up doing was getting a hold of one of my partners. She's great. Got a hold of the mother. We got her to convince him to sign, and we got the signature. We got it to the bank, and we were able to retrieve two checks for $31,000 for each one of our clients and get a percentage in the process. Where I'm going with this whole thing and this whole message, and thank you for watching, it's one of my longer videos. You want to go ahead and work the harder cases because there's money to be made. A lot of people, and I've made a lot of money by going through older leads, and I made a lot of money by working newer leads. But work the older leads, work the harder leads. Know you're gonna spend a lot more time, but an $18,000 payday is well worth it. Give me a like, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you around for more videos.